Now, going quickly into the next conversation is on the situation of the new force. So, in case you've probably seen the billboards all across town, the new force has become a big conversation on social media. It's like a new movement, a third force. We're yet to see the unveiling or the big unveiling of the face behind the third force, but we've had a few indications on who we think it might be. However, in recent times, there was an official video stating that they are trying, like a bit of an explanation from the new force on what they are hoping to achieve and why they're doing what they do. Now, it would seem that the face of the movement, 30-year-old Belgian woman, Shalima Abouissi, who is the spokesperson and apparently named by the new force as is diaspora and diplomatic engagement spokesperson, has been arrested. The reason behind the arrest, according to the Ghana Immigration Service, is that she was taken into custody during an inquiry into her immigration status in Ghana. So it was broken by 3news.com on the fact that she had been arrested, and the immigration force or service said that they took notice of Abouissi's activities on social media, particularly her role as a spokesperson of the new force. The arrest occurred following an invitation by the head of the National Enforcement Section at the immigration headquarters to address concerns related to her immigration status. Investigation revealed that the lady who is Shalima, was actually arrived in Ghana in September of 2017 through the Kotoka International Airport and has been a frequent visitor in Ghana until 2018, where she claimed residency as a student of the Ghana Christian University College. However, checks from the school exposed that Madam Shalima has never been a student, and the documents purportedly issued by the institution to support her application for residence permit were forged. Now she faces charges related to immigration offenses and has been arraigned by the court to remain in immigration custody. Now, it would seem that her family members reacted to this by putting out a video alleging that she had actually not been arrested, but been kidnapped. This is what they had to say. Take a look.
Kidnapped my daughter. She did nothing wrong.
My name is Shali Abouissi. I am the spokesperson for the new force. In the month of October, for the first phase of our campaign, we invested in a series of billboards. Within days, we provoked a substantial amount of conversation, a lot of curiosity, and generally a show of an impressively high level of civic mindedness by the people of Ghana.
Tragic though, as you can see, this billboard has been vandalized. This series of very cowardly and very undemocratic acts took place last week.
There have been 6 reported cases in the Greater Accra region and also all the way in Takoradi in the Western region. Again, this is a criminal act.
She's not a criminal. She's a good person. I will speak to the government. Give my daughter back.
It seems like Ghanaians are asking for a new voice. If you're asking me, a new generation is coming. A new generation of leaders is standing up.
The new force highlights the importance of protecting individuals, regardless of political views, nationality, race, or religion, in accordance with the international human rights laws.
And yes, and that was the video that was released from the camp of the new force, showing that her parents were agitated and inconsolable because they believe their daughter has been kidnapped. She's been in custody for the last 4 days, according to the statement put out by the new force, who said that the arrest of Shalima, their diplomatic and diaspora engagement spokesperson, is unlawful and a human rights violation. It's an attempt by the government to abuse its powers in order to scare its political opponent. They consider themselves political opponents of the government as of now. What are your thoughts, Tilly?
Okay. Anytime I speak about the new force, it forces me to say things I don't.
What's
New force.
Forces me, yeah. Oh, I'm
With
doing,
the force.
Are you not supporting the new force?
I don't know what they are yet or who they are. How do I support? So this thing that has happened, and you realize how everything is done expeditiously whenever it threatens or it poses as a threat to an election or somebody's next power or anything that has got to do with politics. It's like it's done with alacrity, that kind of thing. I mean, sometimes we expect that fastness and,
with luxury taxes
on
sanitary pads.
other things, other things that are also important to us, so that we see that, I mean, it's not just. But moving on, something about this thing seems staged or too produced for my
parents.
Yeah, too produced. Not the whole situation. It seems too produced because first of all, she might have black descent or some way somehow, but she's not somebody I connect with. Which is, if I have to even consider the new force, I mean, this is not somebody that knows my plight.
In your opinion?
I mean, I am very right. I'm very right. If you've been to Choice, where I live, or if you've been to a Wager, where I live, and this is not somebody that can actually say that I am coming to make laws that will favor. You don't know me. I mean, the whole situation of Ghana now is how we've seen people who do not know the situation on the ground trying to fix situations on the ground. That has been the problem. So when I see somebody like that, Mommy, you cannot help me because, first of all, your skin tone and all. I mean, look at this.
No, but is it because she's not Ghanaian? She's Belgium.
No,
She's
first
a
of
Belgian
all,
native.
first of all, if you are coming to start something for the Ghanaian people, I must see that this is somebody that I can directly. I mean, in marketing.
So if she was Ghanaian, you'd have.
No, she doesn't have to be Ghanaian.
Really?
Yes, she doesn't have to. To me, she doesn't have to be Ghanaian. But there are certain things that says that we understand you, and to me, skin tone is one.
Wow.
Yeah. If you are doing marketing, let me take this to the digital marketing world or even the marketing world. If I'm doing certain campaigns for certain demographics,
they need to look like,
something I have to do must resonate with the person's seed. That they know that, oh, this is not about this, it's about me. They are trying to, something.
Relate
I have to see a reflection of me in there. So this is not racist. I don't even care how somebody would misconstrue it, but I have to see something that resonates with me, which is why I was waiting to see the person behind this third force. Maybe the person will actually inform everything I will say moving forward. Oh, yeah, this is somebody that I think maybe with their life story, they have something that I would think they can understand and connect with. However, this whole family tears produced with sad song beneath it and all, your child has been kidnapped, if that is what you want to call it, and then you want to produce it with the tears and with the voice. It looks too produced.
It doesn't work for you at all.
Yeah, like it looks too produced. I mean, it's too airbrushed. Your child has been kidnapped. We should see correct videos of parents wailing. Really.
No, but they are crying.
So they're crying. No, she's not. Why is it produced? Why is it produced? Why is the tears produced? Why is this content produced? And you see how they did it. It's like it was done and sent out for the media, and then it was done as part of the story they are trying to push. So. To me, I believe that something bad is happening. Like, there's some form of powers at play trying to show them, pepper them. However, I also feel like it almost seems like it is part of their story to make it look like, yeah, this is the system we are trying to fight against, which is why we are coming.
Yeah.
You get it? So I honestly, I am on the fence about this particular issue. I really don't know where to believe, who to believe, and this whole video with the parents crying and a melancholy or whatever sound under it really, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. But whatever the case, I'm wishing the family well. And I'm hoping that Ghana does not become that kind of country that whenever somebody or anything threatens or seems like it could be the way out for Ghanaians, that thing is seized from before it even grows. That doesn't show any form of democracy or anything that we claim we are per the leader we have. It doesn't. It goes against it.
Okay, all right. Well, allow me to introduce into the conversation celebrated DJ and media personality and a man that definitely is sometimes a trend himself, DJ Slim. It's nice to actually finally meet you.
Nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
So please, we're trying to get first and foremost into the second story.
Yeah.
We're sorry we missed you for the first one, but
yes.
We're speaking on the new force. I'm sure you've been following the movement.
I've been following, but it's one of the topics that I really do not want to talk about. Looking at how sensitive it is. I mean, if it's true that there's been some form of, you know, kidnapping, is really sad. But then the whole thing, the whole New Force movement sounds and looks so produced. It looks so, it's like it's something intentional, something that is going on. And I believe I just want to leave that
It's
political
as it
thing.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes.
Understandable. Let me come to you, Akosia.
So I first saw the billboard on my way to work. It caught my eye for a minute, but afterwards it just piqued my interest for a bit, but that was it, you know. And then later on is when I came on Twitter and saw the conversation and saw more of that, then I realized, oh, okay, so is this some kind of
an
thing,
actual movement,
you know? Thing is, they haven't come out to say whether they're a political party or maybe a new pressure group or an NGO or a civil society, right? So I didn't take them seriously. So for me to hear that BNI come inside and since like, hey, you know, I didn't take them seriously.
Yeah.
So it just feels like there's just too much being done about something that is not serious at all. I'm someone I would say I was raised by revolutionaries. My high school teachers who made me read Ayikweyama, Chinya Achebe, all of that, they are revolutionaries for me who taught me to expand my mind. When I went to the University of Ghana, my philosophy lecturers, my Institute of African Studies lecturers, those are revolutionaries to me. So I'm not going to see something like this and be like, hey, who is come to come and save me? No, the saviors have been there trying to do the work of changing our minds. So for me, first of all, if I don't see this as like some kiddie thing, you know, I'm not even going to focus on that. You know, when everyone was questioning whose face is, I didn't give an F. I didn't care because I already knew who the revolutionaries are, right? For me, at least. So for this to come, it feels like there are certain, it's a buzzword, you know, if you feel like you're doing something wrong, you're pushing, if you're hearing things, you will get a lot of insecurity and fear over a thing that's nothing. So for instance, if you're someone who's an abuser in your relationship and then all of a sudden DD is trending, for instance, and everyone is talking about
some fear, yeah.
exactly, you'd be wondering, hey, the things I've done, would they also come and talk? So all of a sudden, then you start getting, you know, buzzes over little.
And you wanna squash it
before it happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's over a thing that's nothing, you know, but it's because of a situation you have created. And this ties into what we've been talking about before this, about the situation that Ghana is. We are in a very bad state, a very bad state that punishes the poor over the richer. Think about this. Okay, in this case, for instance, she's a Belgian. I can't go to any, as a black African woman, go to any European or American, involve myself in their politics, just see how I'll be blocked at the door.
Sure.
Walk our talk. If this is what they'll do, look at how do you treat Ghanaians living in Ghana and how they can enjoy the environment. You as a Ghanaian, how can you actually own a home on a Ghana salary? If you're going to be paying mortgages that are charged to you in dollars, and you earn in Ghana cedis. Therefore, without even directly saying it, the government is saying, oh, we would prefer foreigners to own homes in your own country. Walk your talk. If this is how you can get about something like this, walk your talk in the real matters. I can't own a home on my Ghana salary, and I'm Ghanaian. I can't go and own a home in China, even if I marry a Chinese and I have children with that Chinese. I don't own anything. If that Chinese decides to divorce me, my kids, it's theirs. Walk your talk, you know?
Well, coming into us walking our talk, a lot of times in our music and creative art scene, we channel our creativity and express our music in a different way. We're getting into that topic shortly, but let's get into a few tweets. Mohammed King says, and some people will fall for this tactics. How on earth did she get kidnapped? And with that time frame, how did the media outlets reach out to her parents to grant an interview? Hey, Ghana. Oh, right. Going to this one, the question I'm asking is, who gave her the resident permit? And how did they investigate her? How long has she been in Ghana working? When did the police find out that she used forged documents? And is the police responsible for that or the immigration service? Very interesting points raised. Now, where in the statement did I read that the allegations were false? Is what is being said true or not? That's what Ghanaians want to know, because regardless of political affiliations, we should all be accountable to the law. And we'll take our final tweet. Seems like a politically motivated attack. Nanado invites investments to Ghana, but the friendliness fades if you get involved in their politics. It's a disappointing situation in the country, according to Lil Kessid. Now,